We're honored to be joined today by Eli Cohen, CEO of Mekorot, Israel's national water company. Eli, it's great to have you with us. Let's talk a little about water technology in Israel. Israel is one of the world leaders in preserving water, desalination of water, retaining its water, and Mekorot is Israel's national water company. We know that Mekorot works along the entire value chain of water. What does that mean exactly?
Good to be here, Yaakov. Actually, Mekorot manages a water network based on 5 different types of water that are all integrated into one water system in a model of a circular economy, which means that we are taking the surface water, the groundwater, the seawater desalination, the effluent water, and the brackish water desalination, mixing and combining all of them to your tap water at home, which is amazing, actually. I think that we are one of the only companies in the world that are combining and integrating this kind of water together.
Now, what's interesting about that is the diversity of where all those different sources of water are coming from, right? You have lots of countries that have their resources of water from lakes or lots of rain. Israel, we don't have a lot of rain. We see that in this current winter season. Not too much rain is coming. But you managed to bring water from a lot of different sources, which is quite unique.
Since the decision of David Ben-Gurion and Levi Eshkol, that Levi Eshkol was the first chairman of Mekorot, and then he was the prime minister of Israel. So this prime minister, Netanyahu, with Steinitz, who is the minister of water, they got the decision to shift the water from the south of Israel to the north of Israel via a new water line, which is the national water line, a new one, which is going to combine with the old one.
And also that fits in with the desalination plants, right? Israel is increasing the number of plants it has?
Yes, so it's like a network. It's like Star Alliance with airlines that you can fly from a place to a place. So we can shift the water from the west to the east, from the north to the south, and from the south to the north. Actually, today we are building a new tunnel, which is 12 kilometers from the mountains of Jerusalem to Jerusalem. And Jerusalem, for the first time, are going to get water that is coming from the Mediterranean Sea.
Wow. So I live in Jerusalem. Will the flavor of my water change, or is it still going to be good tap water?
It's always getting better.
It's always getting better. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
So, this conference is what we're bringing together, us at the Jerusalem Post, together with our colleagues at the Khaleej Times and Emirati newspaper in Dubai. And I know that you're having talks with the Bahrainis and the Emiratis. What's the significance about water technology, about how to maybe cooperate and collaborate in water? What's the significance and where do those talks maybe stand?
First of all, it's fascinating, and we are mostly happy to meet the people, to meet the nations. And first of all, with the fact that it's water and water is essential for us to live, so it's essential that we will speak together, and we are meeting new colleagues, and we are learning and teaching, both of us, the huge potential of water and the crisis that both of us are suffering, since we are located in a place in the world that has a lack of water. And I think that the integrations or the integration of the first meeting that we are facing is going to lead for a huge potential of cooperation together for the benefit of the region. You can imagine one thing, and we have to dream to think that this side of Earth, which is a desert, and is getting more and more desert, it's going to be yellow here in the coming future. We can make it green together.
And is that a common challenge? Are you finding that they're facing similar challenges in the same way they're concerned about similar things to what we're concerned about in terms of our water preservation?
Definitely, and we are sharing the same problems. And it's not only us, it's not only the Gulf, it's also Morocco and Sudan and the countries that didn't sign a peace agreement yet with Israel. So all of us can have benefits out of these kind of agreements.
Peace can be made through water. That's pretty incredible.
It's more, Yaakov, it's more than that, because water has no borders.
That's true.
It's a human that create the borders, because water want to go from one place to another.
That's right. And fascinating. Water, we've all read reports recently over the last few months, especially of different cyber attacks that are taking place all over the world, not necessarily in Israel, not necessarily in the Gulf, but we have seen reports of water facilities being attacked, even here in Israel. What does Mikorot do to ensure that our water service is not, there's no problems, that something doesn't come in and try to stop that water from being contaminated or from being delivered and being pumped into each and every one's home?
So actually, till the last years, we have faced, some kind of a risk of taking care of the physical system that we are operating. The quality of the water, we need to ensure that you are drinking safe water at home, and we are feeding the land with safe water. And add to that, in the coming years, it's the cyber issue. I can tell you that we are safe. And we are one of the best and the safest companies in the world, and especially in Israel. And we know, and we are in a stage today that we can teach, and we are teaching, and we can sell products and technologies that will make the other companies and the facilities in the world, including the Gulf, if they will want it, to make them a safest, system like we are.
Right. One of the things that I know about Mikorot is that you have created also your own incubator for tech companies, right? You're developing technology even in-house and then rolling it out for the industry that can then go global and be sold. These are technologies that you use in Mikorot and inventing, but then opening them up to the global market.
Yeah, so right now I can tell you that 3 years ago we decided that Mikorot, first of all, is going to be a paperless company. So it's not thanks to the corona, it's that today we are not using almost paper. So the majority of our workers are working from home. And it's not only the people like me that we are using pencil and writing in a computer and speaking now, it's also the workers that are working in the field. You can see today in your house in Haifa, and you can operate an electric machine that is located in the south of Israel in Eilat, via your telephone, via your cellular phone, which is also secured.
Wow.
So it's amazing. So everything is going to be in your hand. Not everything, but the majority of our facilities are going to be operated via your hand, and which is amazing. Secondly, I can tell you about two things which can be example for the next generation of water technology. One of them is that we are now trying to reach some kind of a small chip, that you are going to put it in your tap water at home, which is going to broadcast you the quality of the water to your cellular phone.
Wow!
So so you can see on time what is the quality of the water that you are drinking now.
With that little chip.
It's a chip that you are going to to stick in the tap water.
Wow!
Which is amazing. Which I think that it's a startup that Mikorot is running with another Israeli company, a tech company. The second thing is that we are investigating now the potential of building pipes, and we have hundreds of kilometers of pipes with a nanotechnology. So the pipe is going to broadcast you at home his situation, whether he has a lake of water, whether he's not feeling good or he's feeling bad. So you can see it, he's going to be down in the ground, but he's going to speak with you in the coming future, which is amazing.
Which can then pinpoint what needs to be taken care of, what needs to be treated for maintenance purposes.
So it's going to reduce the prices of operating the machines. So the water is going to be cheaper in the coming future. So if we are looking at our area, including the Gulf area, we have a lot of sun. So we can use electricity from the sun. Using electricity from the sun is going to reduce the prices of the electricity of shifting water from a place to a place. So it's going to reduce the water price, the water price. More than that, you can increase the quality of the system and reduce the price of the maintenance.
Right.
So water is not going to be a problem in our region. We just have to believe that we can do it.
That's amazing. Well, Eli Cohen, CEO of Mikorot, Israel's national water company, it's been great to have you with us. Thank you for this fascinating conversation.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Yaakov.